I'm Chris Meyer. Join me and the Legendary Customs team as we take ordinary rides and craft them into legendary customs. All right, what we are doing here, Zach and King are putting in an X brace. Why? Everybody who builds one of these that puts a truck on top of the Crown Vic frame should put a brace from the back support that's right in front of the gas tank down to the lowest part of the frame in the back. The Crown Vic frame will flex a little bit. When you have a unibody, when it flexes, not good. When you have a truck with a box on it, when it flexes, not good. So just stiffen it up. We're using 2-inch chromoly roll bar pipe with 1/8-inch sidewall. So that's going to take the flex right out of it. So remember to do that.
Making a quick run to Hobby Lobby. The guys need some paintbrushes and magnetic strips for some of the finishing touches on the 62 Ford. So let's head inside and see what we can find, and head back to the shop.
I think it'll do what we want it to do. Okay everybody, just want to do a real quick recap of what we did underneath the dirty Ford. Some people have been asking, just want some clarification, so I thought I would do it really quick. Each and everything that I'm going to cover right now is in a previous episode, so you're going to see its final resting place here, but if you reverse into the first 3 or 4 episodes, you'll see each one of these items being installed on the truck and onto the frame and the alterations being made. But this is just a quick recap, so if somebody's just starting and they want a starting point of an idea of the truck and the frame married together, this is what we're showing you right now. All right, here we go. As you can see, we're using the full Crown Vic frame engine, transmission, rear end, drive shaft, everything. And this was the Police Interceptor, the W973. The only thing that they did different, well, not the only thing, but one of the things they did different is the drive shaft was aluminum versus steel. So the first body mount that we used, we'll start from the front, the bumpers. So you cut off the front frame. I can't remember exactly how many inches, but you have your radiator support, the red area that came from the unibody or your Ford truck, and you cut off the frame so it makes the right length requirement for the front end to fit perfectly. And then we built a radiator support out of 1 inch by 1 inch steel. The bumper mount, as you can see there, you have some different angles to deal with. Zach did all of that. The top one's at an angle, the bottom one's straight. But we built that, it's two sides. I don't know if you can see it from the rear. It's kind of difficult, but I'm doing the best that I can. So there's your bumper mount. Then you go back, the first body mount is right up front, okay? And that is using the Ford unibody or the Ford truck cab mount. So that's going in the exact same place. It's welded on to the frame below. Now the second one is at the back of the cab. Now we added this one. There's a little bit of flex. The cab was moving about 1/16 of an inch. So at the back of the cab, even on the unibody, we added that. Okay? The third is where your box would be, right on the corner of the frame, up to the bed base. So if you had a box, that's where that would be. Now, we had a little bit of flex. Put in an X brace. The longer you can make the X brace, the stiffer it will make the frame. So we're all the way up to right, you can see that's the body mount for the Crown Vic body. We're right in front of that for a reference point for you, both sides. Okay, now here's another thing that we did. The fuel tank is out of a 1978 Blazer. Okay, the fuel pump is inside the tank on that. Well, you need to have a regulator on there and you need to have a return fuel line. Well, a 2004 fuel filter for a Corvette has a regulator built into it. So that has your return line and your original sending line, the regulator in it, and then your out line. So that's a good fix. Then in the rear, right behind the wheels, there's a hole for your reference point. That's where your last two body mounts go. Okay, and then again that goes up to the bottom of what will be the truck bed. Well, we're using the stock shocks, stock springs. The rear end we're taking out, putting in a posi. But in the rear it's a stock width. So everything is just as it needs to be. Looks like we'll dust this off a little bit before we take it down. And then this is done. It's going off to interior today, but I thought I would do this for a couple guys that asked. Now again, here's the step. We didn't alter it, we altered the frame. Remember that in one of the videos? Put in 1/4 inch steel. Just make sure you have plenty of clearance. And then we added another piece of steel up top and welded the entire length of the frame to stiffen that back up. All right. There's a quick recap that some of you have asked for. Hope it helped. We're going to put in a stainless steel exhaust. We just have this in here so we can run it. But the stainless steel exhaust will come out of the side of the beds right there. So with all that said, the Dirty Ford is going over to Matt at Regs, hopefully today. He said he was hopefully going to be ready for it, if not tomorrow. But we are 100% done on our end. Interior needs to be done, a shakedown needs to be done, road test, and we have to measure for the size of the tires. On to the next step.
Well, you know what they say, there are no